Hey peeps. All right, I got a good one for you. Okay, you know how I'm always talking about you don't realize how something affects you until after you're in it and you have that aha moment. I had this fabulous session recently where this woman, anyways, she really got it. And it was actually hysterical at the end. We were both rolling through laughing and crying, but it was fabulous. Anyways, what I want to talk about is how we tend to hang on to things or go into the what ifs in our head. We tend to not do things because we're afraid to make a choice, or we're afraid that something bad could happen, or if I do this, then this could happen, or I don't want to make the move in case blah. Like all of these different fears that come up instead of just making the decision, sticking with it, knowing that at the end of the day you're going to be okay. Even if it wasn't the best decision, you still have tools that you need to shift it or make it to be whatever it is that you need it to be. And then sometimes we also have situations in our lives where we have these huge fears, and a lot of times we don't even know why. The work I do, we do uncover some of those, and so some of them are based off of a belief or a subconscious agreement that you made with yourself as a young child. And some of these, which really kind of sucks, is from a past life. And so we'll do like these past life emotional releasing, and then all of a sudden people aren't afraid to fly anymore. They're not afraid of heights anymore, which isn't always fair. Kind of sucks. Like, living this life was hard enough. Then we got to go and deal with past life stuff. And then on top of that, you got DNA to deal with. So you got ancestral stuff to work through. I'm complicating this topic. So I just know that fears are very real, and a lot of times we don't understand why we have them. This particular client had a few different fears, but one of them was losing her husband. Now this is definitely understandable because he has had some issues, and the doctors were actually pretty much jerks on how they shared. It's basically saying there's nothing else we can do for him now, so he's basically screwed. So she has this fear that she's going to lose her husband. And then we worked through some other fears that she had. And then she had that aha moment. And I cannot explain this any better than just you sitting in your own emotions. So I'm telling you guys, allow yourself to feel whatever's you're feeling, and then it'll flow out, I promise, instead of shoving it down and ignoring it. So her aha moment was, she just cracks me up, was I just keep carrying this stuff around with me because in some way it protects me, in some way it gives me a sense of security. But she's like, this is stupid. She's like, it's like carrying a tennis racket around for my entire life, just in case somebody could throw a ball. I need to be prepared. So I'm going to hang on to this tennis racket because it is keeping me prepared for what could happen. Somebody could actually throw a ball. And if they do, then I'm going to have my tennis racket. That's pretty much how, she totally described it so well, but that's like what worry is. People have to think of 10 million possible outcomes on why something would or could happen, and you spend all this time and energy thinking about the worst possible outcomes so that you can prepare yourself for it, and then it never comes. What if you allowed yourself to be in this moment, to breathe, and to trust that in each moment you're going to make the best decision possible? So even though you wish it would have been a little bit different, it's your decision. Stick with it, shift it as needed instead of carrying the damn tennis racket around in case a ball comes. So instead of spending all this time and energy in the what ifs, just be in this moment, which is where your life is happening. So I love that story because it was this huge aha. And she's like, it's like carrying my husband's coffin on my back, because of her fear of him passing. And we kind of joked about it at the end, but of course it's something very real and valid for her, but it's really what it is. So instead of carrying his coffin, why doesn't she spend every moment possible with him, looking at him in the eyes and being with him instead of having that fear of I might lose him? Because she's not allowing herself to be fully present. So it was just beautiful because she totally got it. And don't get me wrong, I have huge aha moments with you guys when I'm doing this work. It's not like I just, well, I have my own work and crap that I'm dealing with. So I love these moments, and so I had to share. I hope everyone is doing well. Thank you guys so much for taking the time, and have a blessed day.